Hey guys! So as I mentioned in my mail haul the other day, I got some new products from Caryl Baker Visage, and I just wanted to create a bit of a look with them to show you what they look like on and how they work. I have already done my foundation and concealer. I realize I look somewhat deathly pale. I'm just getting over the stomach flu, so I don't have much color to my face, but I'm hoping that the blush that I got and the highlighter I got will kind of take care of that. I have already done one eye, as you can see. It's like a peachy color here and kind of smoked out brown, and that's using the trio I'm about to show you. Now I know that this isn't the best camera. As I've mentioned in the past, I am looking at getting a better one. I'm going out next week to see if there's any good still photography cameras that also do great video. So if you have any suggestions, definitely leave them below for me because I'm looking for something new. So to start, I am using this trio, which I showed you the other day, and I'm going to take this middle color here first on just a big, thick, flat brush. I have this one here from Tarte. It came in one of their natural eye palettes, so I don't know if they sell this brush separately because it's kind of one of the smaller ones. So I'm just going to go into this. Now I have already primed my eye with Urban Decay Primer Potion, which is just my primer of choice. Go into this, and then I'm just going to pat it all over my eye and even kind of up into the crease. I'm not keeping this too low because I really want to get that sort of peachy pink effect. I think this is a really nice color for spring, but it also is great. Like, it will look good on all different, with people with all different eye colors, but it will be especially nice on people who have blue eyes because it does have those pink, kind of orange undertones, which always make blue eyes pop. So I just keep going back in there, getting more and more. So you can see that color. It's a nice kind of pinky, peachy shadow. So next I'm going to take a Bdellium brush 776, and it's just like the MAC 217, but it's a lot cheaper. I think I got these for like $5, $4 at IMATS Toronto this year. So I'm going to go into this darker brown, kind of brown gray shade, dab that in, and I'm just going to put this on like the outer V and then slowly work it into the crease. If you can see on this one, I've kind of worked it in, but not all the way because I want that kind of pinky peach shadow to still stay on there and stand out. So just trying to do this so that you guys can still see and I can look in this mirror here. So first I just kind of place it on the outer V. I usually tap it in and then start to kind of slowly bring it over. And I go back in there a few times because I want it quite bold. You can see it's not as bold as the other eye yet. So I'm just going to go back into that shade again. Place it, sweep it over. Okay, so you can see I have it there, but you can see like up here there's a line. I got a little bit smudged out there. So now I'm just going to take a clean brush. This is another Bdellium 776. But this is just one of the short-handled travel brushes. So this is clean. Looks a little dirty, but I swear there's nothing on it. It's just because I use it a lot. And I'm just going to start kind of blending that out, trying to get rid of that harsh line that you see up there. Just blending that. You see it's starting. Still have a little bit of the line there. I keep going a little bit more. Okay, so now that I have that blended out, I'm going to go back in with that big Tarte brush that I had and go back into the first color and just place it on the inner third of my eye just so I can bring that color back up there. So just pat it right in this area here. So last but not least, I am going to take this color, which is a really nice kind of a champagne gold highlight, and I'm going to take that on. I'm going to take that on the brush that was clean, and And I'm just going to sweep that up under the brow bone, and that's also going to help kind of blend everything together up here so you won't have that sort of line that just stops there. Now this side is still looking a little bit more smoky than this side, so I'm just going to go back in one more time with the dark color and blend a little bit more there. There we go. I'm going to just go quickly curl my lashes, put on some mascara, and do my under eye concealer. Now I'm not going to do my under eye concealer on camera, but if you want to see how I do it, I will leave a link below to the video that I posted on how I conceal my dark circles. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have done my mascara, my under eye concealer, and I powdered my face. So I'm going to take my blush brush. I believe this is the 120 brush from MAC, and I'm going to go into this blush I got from Caryl Baker Visage. It's called Wowee Maui. It's a really nice peachy tone, and I think this will be great for kind of warming up my dead-looking skin. So I just have quite a bit there. I'm just going to tap a bit off on the hand, and then I'm going to go in with that. Now this is such a pretty color. It reminds me a lot of NARS Orgasm, but it doesn't have that kind of chunky, glittery gold glitter to it, which I don't personally like. Take a little bit more. Now, as I mentioned before, I like a lot of blush, so I might be putting on more than you would like, but I'm going to blend that out with a clean, fluffy brush. This one is from Sigma, and it's the F30. Okay, just going to get a bit more, tap it off, go on this side. You can see it's really pretty. I like it a lot. Okay, now the other thing that I received from them that's kind of a cheek product or an all-over product is this pigment in Bali. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, I probably wouldn't wear this on my cheeks just because I find I have large pores and acne, and too much shimmer kind of highlights those. Usually I would use this as an eyeshadow, but because I wanted to kind of show you just the trio itself, I am going to put a little bit of this on my cheeks today, just so you can see what it looks like. So I put a little bit on the brush, and I'm just tapping it into the lid, and I'm just going to sweep that kind of on the upper part of my cheekbones. I don't know if you can pick up on the shimmer there, but it's actually quite pretty. It's not as chunky as I thought it was going to be. It kind of has more of a subtle golden glow to it. Yeah, you guys can't see it. Okay, so I moisturized my lips, and now I'm going to use this lipstick from Caryl Baker Visage. And if you remember, pull it apart, and there's a little mirror so you can see what you're doing. And this is in the color Coral Crush. It's a nice nude, but it has kind of corally undertones to it, which I like because I was mentioning before, if it had blue undertones or kind of more of a white cast undertone to it, it just would not look good on me. So I'm just going to apply this to my lips. Yeah, I really like that color. I think that's a good nude for me. Now, I will admit it's not the most moisturizing lipstick I've ever tried, so I would moisturize your lips before, especially if you have dry lips like me. So this is the final look. I really like those colors together on the eye. I probably wouldn't have thought to put them together if it weren't for the fact that they were already all together in that trio, but it's kind of a nice, I think I'll call it a smoked peach look. And I really like this lipstick too. It's nude, but it's not your typical nude. Like, it works perfectly for me. And the blush is nice as well. I really liked everything I used from Caryl Baker. Like I was saying in my last video, I had kind of always heard that it wasn't a very good brand in terms of the quality of the products, but everything was very pigmented, and I really like the way everything looks. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.